Hi Sagittarius, Heather here from the Pixabay Tarot, here to do your monthly reading for the month of May. So this reading is a general reading for the Sun, Moon, Rising sign of Sagittarius for the month of May. And as a general reading, the messages will not resonate for everyone, or they'll resonate differently for everyone, so be sure to check out your Moon and Rising sign readings as well for a complete picture of the energies around you. And I would like to thank everyone for joining me today, and I'd really like to thank everyone who has liked and subscribed to my channel. I really appreciate all the positive feedback I've been receiving, all the support, and I really appreciate the subscription. So if you haven't subscribed, please do so down below, and let's get started with this reading, Sagittarius. Okay, so you have the Four of Pentacles energy around you for the month of May. And the Four of Pentacles energy, I'll just hold that up so you can see that a little better. Pentacles energy, Pentacles relate to your lendables. So they are your, it's earth energy, physical energy, things that you can touch, feel, hold, things that make you feel safe, secure, and stable in your life, or add to a feeling of safety, security, and stability in your life. So they usually translate into the physical, tangible assets that you can touch, hold, feel, like things like your money, possessions, your home, security, so security of your physical body as well, so your health. And it does relate to the earth signs, which are Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. Now, the Four of Pentacles energy, this does represent a feeling of a desire for security. So you see in this image here of this Pentacles energy, this man, he's holding these Four Pentacles very tightly to him, afraid to let them go. So this could represent that you might be, for the month of May, you may be wanting or thinking about your long-term security for your assets, for your possessions, the things that you own. So this can talk about things like a desire for long-term security with your investments and investment income, and just being very, very frugal with your spending for the month of May. And you're being crossed by the Five of Swords. So swords energy, this is energy, this is intellectual energy, things that are going on in your head, your thoughts. But the Five of Swords, it can represent abusive relationships, violence, theft, some kind of conflict going on in your life. So you could be dealing with an individual, but I feel because you have the Four of Pentacles here and it's crossing the Four of Pentacles, I feel like this is more of you feeling the conflict that's going on could be related to your investment income, your investment, your possessions, the things that you own. So money could be a little bit tight for this month. You could be feeling a strain with your income, or even just a fear. So it might not be something that's actually real, where there's been a loss of income or money is tight, but you're afraid of that. It's the long-term stability, and that's what you're combating, and that's what you're fighting against. Is the feeling that I'm getting with this. Now the Five of Swords, the one thing with this card is, you see this gentleman here, he's victorious, he's holding all the swords, everyone that he's defeated, and he's holding his sword up high. So this does represent that you will triumph, and you will be victorious over whatever conflict it is, whatever tensions are going on. But to do so, you need to be frugal and watch your spending habits for the month of May, Sag. And then you have the Six of Swords in the position of your past position. So this relates to your foundation, so past conditions that have led to the current situation, or so the root of the issue. Six of Swords, it's a very nice energy. This is about a necessary transition going on. So perhaps you have been where you've been in a position in the past where you've been able to spend more freely. And this is the feeling I'm really getting with this, where you've been able to spend more freely, and now with this change that's going on, this necessary transition or change that you're experiencing, because of this Four of Pentacles energy and this conflict here with the Five of Swords, that you have had to be a little bit more thoughtful in your spending habits and patterns. And this is the Six of Swords energy, that transition from spending without thinking perhaps to being more thoughtful in your spending habits and spending patterns. The Six of Swords can also talk about moving and relocating. So some of you may have had to sell your house and maybe looking to move to a new location, but this is the past energy. So this is something that has come up perhaps in April, or something that you've been thinking about. So perhaps even downsizing. For some of you, even perhaps getting something bigger too. And in that case, if you've moved and relocated and you've sold your house and purchased something that's bigger because you're expanding your family, whatever the situation may be, that could also lead to this being a little bit more frugal with your money because now your bills are more expensive. You have a bigger house, hence more bills. So it can play out so many different ways for you. And then you have the Three of Swords here. And this is in the recent past position. So it's energy that is around you. It may still be lingering, but it is moving into the background. And the Three of Swords talks about loss. So a lot of times people do associate this with a broken heart. You do see three swords stabbing through a heart. So it can relate to love, romance, relationships, or even like a friendship, a loss of a friendship, and anything like that. It can translate into business as well, so it could be loss of a job or change of job even. But it does talk about something, whether or not it's in your relationships or it's in your money, career, finance, family, co-workers, whatever it is. It's something that you have you've put your heart and soul into something, and it didn't pan out quite as you expected, or there's been some kind of a loss. So it's this deep grief. Now, the one thing with this card, it is in the recent past position. So this is energy that's around you, but fortunately it's moving into the background. So you are getting past this loss. You are starting to let it go. You're beginning to heal from this. But there's been something that you've invested a lot of yourself into, and so the loss of it, or it not turning out the way you had anticipated or planned, really stung. It really hit a chord, and you've almost felt devastated from this. But this is a past energy, and you are moving from this. And then you have the Ten of Wands in your, this is what's crowning you. So now, because it's what's crowning you, it's often what is coming in to help you or your strengths. The Ten of Wands, this energy is one of a lot of stress and exhaustion. I'm going to put it sideways like this just so you can see more of the cards, because I know you can't see a lot of things up there. Actually, you know what? I'll go like this. I'll hold that one up like that. There we go. Okay. So Ten of Wands energy. It's about feeling stressed, feeling exhausted, having a lot of responsibilities, a lot of burdens. You see these 10 wands here are on his back. He's carrying them. But, and it's in the position of your strengths. And I would feel like the reason why this is in the position of your strengths, or what's coming in to help you, or situations on the horizon coming in to help you, is that being a 10, ones are always new beginnings, new opportunities. 10s are completions, the ending of a cycle. And you see, he's carrying these wands. He's bent over from the weight. He's exhausted. And, but the night is ending and a new day is dawning, and when this new day dawns, this stress, this burdens, they'll be gone. He'll be completed. This task will be completed. So even though it's about you feeling a lot of stress, feeling exhausted right now, feeling like you have so many responsibilities, so many burdens right now, that you're just feeling done. You're feeling completely done with this. Whatever situation this was that caused this loss, you're done with it. This conflict, you're done with it. But being the 10, the good news is, and this is where the strengths come in, is it's ending, it's completing. So this cycle, this being stressed, exhausted, there is a new day dawning. And that's the good news for you, Sagittarius. And then you have the Five of Cups energy, and this is in your near future, what is coming, developing from the situation. So the Five of Cups, this is a bit of a feeling of it's kind of the card of feeling, or crying over spilt milk kind of thing. So Cups energy represents your emotions, emotional energy, anything that made you feel emotionally fulfilled and happy. And you see in this picture here, he's grieving. This gentleman is grieving, and these 3 cups are spilt over. So these are the things that he's lost. These are the things that he's lost, and he's grieving over them. Now it is in the position of your near future, or energy that's coming in the future. So this could still be about you mourning over this loss to some degree. But the thing with this card is, if he would only turn around, he would see these opportunities or these other things that he still has in his life that create emotional fulfillment and happiness for him. And this is why I say it's a bit of a card about, you know, crying over spilt milk kind of thing. There's no point in crying over spilt milk. What's done is done. And so it's about you overcoming this and not focusing on this, but rather focusing on what you still have. Because instead of focusing on the loss, instead of focusing on the grief or feeling abandoned, unloved, regret, and focusing on those negative things that are spilt down here, you need to turn around and see what you still have and focus on that and put your energy into that. So even though it's in the near future, what's developing from the situation, it's also a little bit of advice. It's more about advice for the future for you, Sagittarius, that to focus on what you have, because there's other opportunities. You still have opportunities. You still have things that are available to you. And wow, okay. And you have the sun. And if you turn around and look at those opportunities, this is what you have going for you. Because this is in the position, the sun here is in the position of your current attitude or viewpoint towards the situation. And I'm feeling like this is really related to this 5 of Cups energy. Because, you know, these cards here, there's a lot of stress in the cards. And this one here has that positive hope here in the background right behind him. And I feel like when you do focus on that, when you do get over this loss, when you start to move on from it, this is how you're going to see the situation. You're going to see it as the sun, because it is in that position for you. The sun this is the card of material happiness, joyous outcomes, success. This is about nothing can go wrong for you. Everything is going right for you. Everything is coming up in a positive way. Everything you touch, you have the Midas touch. Everything turns to gold. It's that kind of an energy. It's the universe having your back, Sagittarius. And as you move forward and past this sense of loss, and as you conquer that and move away from it, you're going to have those blessings coming in. So that's the energy that you have for the month of May. So it's, wow. And now you have the Strength card, and this is what you need to know. This is what's influencing the situation. It's in that position. I'm really hoping I'm holding this well and you can see these, Sagittarius, these cards. So the Strength card, this is the card of Leo, but it is about you having self-love. It's about unconditional love for yourself, self-respect, having courage, strength, but it's internal strength. It's about you having that drive to move forward, to pick yourself up off the ground and move forward in a very confident, self-assured kind of way, Sagittarius. So beautiful, beautiful energy. Wow. And then you have the Temperance card here. So you're having a lot of major arcana cards coming up. So this is really good, especially the cards that are coming up. They're very positive here. So Temperance is about balance. So this is your hopes and fears, or what needs to be done behind the scenes. So what needs to be done. So this is reminding you, Temperance here is reminding you, Sagittarius, and Temperance is also your card. It is the card of Sagittarius, so you're actually showing up here in your own reading as well. But Temperance reminds you to bring balance to everything that you're doing. So it's that moderation. So here, you know, there could have been that feeling, that extreme feeling of that sense of loss here, in here, and then there's that positive energy, that extreme positivity. So it's about you having that balance and moving forward with balance. So no extremes, you know, making sure that you're moving forward in a very confident manner, but again, bringing that harmony, that balance, having patience, having self-control as you're moving forward. So don't jump the gun with everything. No rash actions, no rash decisions. Just let everything play out as it's going to, and let it unfold as it's going to unfold. Wow! And Sagittarius, 4 major arcana cards here in these last positions. So this is your potential outcome and where you're headed. And this is the Magician. Magician is about you having focused creativity. This is about you turning whatever vision you have into a reality. It's about inspired action. It's about you realizing you have all the tools that you have and that you need in order to build something, make something. So yeah, and you know, so whatever it is, as you're moving forward with this positive energy and that sun shining down on you, and you're moving forward with courage, determination, strength, but still balanced and controlled, having that patience, putting in that hard work, having that self-control. You realize your dreams, you realize your goals, and you turn whatever it is that you want to achieve into something real, something manifest, something that can help you to create that long-term stability that you're wanting, Sagittarius. So, wow, I mean, May, it's going to start out, has that energy of starting out in a very negative way, but it's ending so positive. Just, you know, you just have that one final hurdle to get over, and know that all those challenges that you're experiencing, they are coming to an end. There is a light at the end of the tunnel, Sagittarius. So beautiful, beautiful. Ended up being a very beautiful reading for you. I'm very happy for you. Things might seem grim at the beginning of the month, but they're going to, things will turn out. Just hang in there. So I'm going to pull 2 angel tarot cards for any last little bits of wisdom. And guidance from Spirit and the angels. Okay, so we have the Queen of Fire and the 7 of Fire. Okay, so Sagittarius, so for the month of May, the final messages for you are to be confident, use your intellect, use your grace, use your charm in going forward, that Queen of Fire energy. It's about you stretching your wings and flying and not underestimating yourself and asserting your independence and your creativity. It's all about these 4 last cards right here at the very end. It's all, this is you asserting yourself. This is you asserting your independence, your creativity. That is the message of these cards here. And you creating that for yourself. And with the 7 of Fire, though, some people might question what it is that you're doing. Like they might question you, they might challenge you, and oh, are you sure you're able to do that? You know, is this really a good time to do that? And 7 of Fire is about you defending your beliefs, defending your decisions, and standing your ground. It's also about choosing your battles wisely. But I feel like with you, whatever this is that's going on here, all this positivity here, and how you're moving forward and the way you're moving forward from this loss, Sagittarius, people might question again the way that you're doing that, and because it might be a little bit outside the box, or using a little bit of that creative energy that you possess, Sagittarius. And so, you know, defend your actions. Have that inner strength. Don't let people change. Don't let them just like listen to their advice, but don't let them steer you off the path if you know and you feel in your heart that is the path for you. So make sure you're standing your ground, because it's time for you, Sagittarius. You'll find that by the end of the month, it's time for you to stretch your wings and make real what it is that you want to make real. So Sagittarius, this concludes your monthly reading for the month of May. I hope you enjoyed the reading. Be sure to like, share, subscribe, and click on that notification bell so you are notified when the next monthly reading is available, as well as the weekly readings. Again, I hope you enjoyed the reading, and have a fabulous May, and take care, Sagittarius.